All right, YouTube, Saturday, too many games. We're just walking in now, but it's not even open yet, but we're gonna get in line. Here with the kids. You guys want to say hi?
Yep.
Uh, teenagers. All right, here we go. All right, YouTube, we are back, and I know I failed you at the too many games filming because I didn't really film much. I was really having a great time with the kids, and I was like living through their experience. My younger son had a great time, but he didn't really purchase much, and that was kind of a bummer because I was really hoping to get his birthday gift there. But the problem is he really wanted a sword. He got a sword last year, and they had like a big sword table. This year they had swords, but they just didn't have the one he wanted. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but that's not anybody's fault, obviously. I mean, there was plenty of vendors to choose from. It was just, he really just was, he had his head set on a sword, a certain anime character. I'm not even sure which one. And it wasn't there. But my older son, he was buying things left and right. In fact, he bought like double what I bought. He saved his money all year long, and he was really looking forward to this. But also, those boys came back Friday night from a week-long trip for Boy Scouts. So I was surprised that they were able to hold it together as long as they did, because, I mean, they had a long week of, doing hikes and stuff like that. So, but we had a great time, and I got to meet John Riggs, which was really cool, because I've been a fan of him for years, and I think he's a great content creator. Like, he's a friendly guy, very positive in his videos, and I really like him. And then I also got to meet Gregory from Calling All Ballers. That was the first time I met him. And then I saw Brooklyn Menace again. I met him last year, who was also part of the iArcadians and Evercadians and stuff. So it was really cool seeing him. But like I said, I was having a great time hanging out with the kids and really, really enjoying that my older son was, excited to pick up things. Now, he wasn't like crazy on, he bought a couple video games, but mostly he was into like the anime figures and the anime cards and Pokemon cards. I forget the other packs of cards he got. And they got like little, the Japanese, what are they called? The gacha things. They did some of them, and they had a good time. But I did pick up a couple things, nothing crazy. I didn't even get anything over. The most expensive game I got was from John Riggs, and that because I just really wasn't planning on getting much, because it's all over, market value most of the time. But I did get Choo Choo Mimic, which I wanted for a while. I was going to order this off of his Etsy store, and then I saw that he was coming to Too Many Games, and he autographed it for me, which was really cool, because I had this on Evercade, but I didn't have the actual NES copy, and so that's neat. And the cool thing is, it's a black cartridge, which is really cool. Oh, and I even noticed the back. So yeah, I was excited to get this, excited to meet John Riggs. Like I said, he was very friendly. People I didn't see, which I was disappointed, but he was there. I just didn't run into him. Was Kev Gret was there on Friday. He wasn't there on Saturday, the day I was there. But Bacon Ice Cream Productions, he was there. I didn't run into him though, so that was kind of a bummer. So the first pickup was Choo Choo Mimic. Then I picked up, which I can't believe I didn't have in my collection, Crystal Castles for the Atari. I was only really looking for a cartridge, but this one came in a box, and it was in pretty good condition. So I was excited to get that, but even this, it wasn't cheap, put it that way. I got a Famicom Disk System game, which I only have a couple, but this was only like 20 bucks. This is Deep Dungeon. Now, there is a lot of Japanese reading in this, so I'm going to have to use Google Translate when I go to play this, but another one for the collection. I have a very small Famicom Disk System collection, but excited to add another game. They did have Metroid, which I was really excited to get, And when I went to go buy it, the guy next to me purchased it before I could. And that's the one thing I will say is that it was beyond crowded. I know it was crowded last year, and I know it's crowded every year. But man, it was hard to even move in there because there's just so many people. And I understand that I'm going on the busiest days, but that's just the way it worked with my schedule, because Friday night the boys weren't even here until 10 o'clock. And then Sunday I have a graduation party. So Saturday was really the only day that I could get up there. And it was extremely crowded. Now, the last game that I picked up, which, again, I didn't do a lot, was something I was excited for because it completed a subset of mine for the Super Nintendo, and that is Fatal Fury Special. This was actually below market value because this is like a $35 to $40 game, and it was only 30 bucks. So, and it's in extremely good shape. So I was really excited to pick this up because the boys were like, "What are you looking for?" And I just started rattling off things, and then I think I found this, but my boys were looking for things, trying to help me out. And then another little thing that I picked up, just because we do this like as like a family thing. My wife never really goes because, you know, she's working or whatever. So last year we bought her pins to put on her book bag of our 3 cats, which is Zelda, Princess Peach, and Princess Daisy. So one of them, I believe her Princess Daisy went missing, so we picked up new pins. And as we were picking up the pins, the boys also got their Smash Brothers main. Charlie picked up Samus, and Eddie picked up Pit. And then they picked one out for me. I said, just pick one out, because my main really is Link in Smash Brothers, because we do play Smash Brothers. However, I like playing Cloud, I like playing Simon, and I just told Charlie to pick whoever he wanted to pick out for me, so he picked me up Cloud, which I was excited, because, yeah, that was cool. But the only disappointment in this is when we got back to the house, I realized that Pit wasn't in the bag. So everybody got one except for my older son, Eddie. So that was kind of a disappointment, but that, honestly, I guess that falls on me because I didn't check. So yeah, sad dad moment there, but that's okay. And overall, I had a really good time. I really look forward to this. This was a convention I used to do with my brother. And now that the kids are older, it's really cool to do it with them. And it is a great convention. I like where they have it. I know I've seen on the Facebook that people are wanting to move it to actually Philly. I don't think that's a good idea between parking and spaces. I think it would probably be even more expensive than it is now. So, yeah, but I mean, and the convention center is huge. So where they're holding it, I mean, I understand the parking though. Parking is pretty crazy, which is why I get there so early. Like, I got there, I think, at 9:40. And I had, like, my parking spot, I could literally throw a rock and hit the front door. It was great. And here's another piece of advice, is if you are going there, bring a cooler, bring all your drinks, pack your lunch. That way you don't have to leave. Because the second you, even like when we went to go eat our lunch in the truck, second we went there, people thought I was leaving. I was like, hey, can I have that spot? I'm like, I'm not leaving, guys. I'm just eating lunch. So that's just another quick piece of advice. I mean, I know that nowadays there's like DoorDash and stuff. You might be able to work through that, but it's cool to have like a home base and have like your lunches packed, so you're not paying an arm and a leg for stuff like that. But anyways, guys, that's my experience with too many games this year, 2025. I know I'm probably disappointing people because I didn't pick up a lot, but for me, I had a great time. It's all about the experience, honestly. I'm not really, like, when it comes to buying my games, I always normally go on eBay, and I know people hate that, but that's just what works for me. I don't really go out yard sailing or anything anymore because there's just not anything out there, especially in my area. But it's all about the experience. It's all about watching the Super Smash Brothers tournament. It's all about, you know, going to the free arcade and playing the games and watching, like, the culture, seeing everybody there, the cosplay, and just being around a bunch of gamers. And, you know, it's just a cool place to go. Can't wait for next year, and hopefully maybe next year, maybe the prices will come down a little bit on the games, but I just don't feel like paying over market value for games. And yeah, that's just my opinion on it, and I had a great time. And let me know if you guys were at too many games and what you thought about it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Erbwars out.